Jane, before we get into the nitty-gritty of how you're experiencing lockdown, maybe for those who don't know you personally, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Jane, I'm married to Dexter, and I have 3 teenage children. I'm a dentist in Gerrards Cross, and I've been extremely busy since June. I can hear an echo as well.
Okay, I will mute myself then when I don't speak, and then we should be fine. So you're a dentist, and I think you had to shut down your dental practice really for the first lockdown, but now you are back in action. Tell us a little bit, what is life like for you as a dentist, as a wife, as a mum, in this, as a church member in this third lockdown?
The third lockdown hasn't changed life much for us, in fact, because we're still working. First time round, we were shut down. We had to do telephone dentistry, which was tough, trying to placate patients and leave temporary cement on the doorstep and all sorts of things. But we've moved on from there. We're now able to see everybody, which is great. So it's busy. We've got lots of new protocols. I have to wear a really sexy mask when I'm working.
Wow.
So patients find it quite difficult to comprehend. It's quite hard because the communication, by the time you've got masks and visors and things on, it's difficult. But I am in the privileged position that when I'm working, I'm communicating with patients and seeing people all day. And lots of patients come in, they literally haven't seen anyone for months. And coming to the dentist is a real treat. Who would ever have thought that? So work is tough. It's hard. It's intense. It's exhausting. But I do feel very privileged and blessed that I can see people and chat to people. And actually, for an awful lot of people, that's in itself, they are really appreciating that. Home life, got 2 children at home at the moment, one working from home, one who's supposed to be at university but can't go back. And my son's also a dentist and he's working, doing the same sort of thing up in London. So yeah, it's working well. I'm not doing so much of the motherly household jobs because Dexter, bless him, is doing most of that for me because I'm doing all the clinical work. But it's good teamwork. And at work in the practice, we've got a fantastic team. So that's made life much better. The staff are all fantastic, and it is teamwork to make it happen.
I can certainly say that you're a great team, you and Dexter, and Ed and I had the privilege of having our teeth checked by you a few weeks ago, whenever that was, in December, I think. And it's amazing how you've adapted and how you stayed cheerful. As a Christian, how would you say does your faith come into the equation as you navigate this very difficult time?
Definitely. I certainly feel much more at peace and calm. I mean, yes, there's worries. Yes, there's lots of things going on in the background, but I do start the day with God, and I do feel when I'm working, I'm at peace. The thing I've really noticed since working and lockdown and everything else is how blessed I have been in terms of the fact I can still work. I'm still employing my staff. I've got a family. I've got a garden. And it's made me probably pray a lot more for all those people and friends and people around the world who are desperately struggling with no jobs, with, living in a flat with lots of people, one family in one household. So I've certainly prayed a lot more in the last year, and probably more for other people actually than sort of my needs, because I feel very blessed at the moment. But life groups, Bible reflection groups, or the Bible book club have all been a really important part of my journey over the last year.
Yeah, and we're grateful how you and Dexter are part of the life of this church family. In the midst of all the challenges you were working flat out to get everything ready, to change all your procedures, your practices. I was getting a bit worried when you said delivering cement to people's doorstep. Are you now in the building trade as well?
Dental cement, to reassure you. Well, but dental polyfiller, really. In that first lockdown, when we couldn't see people and they'd broken their teeth, we had to suggest nail files or leave out temporary cement for them to do it themselves. It was DIY. It was tough.
I just reread Dexter's article this morning in the old magazine article, where he mentions where the crown cap, went down the drain with what. with one patient. So what stories?
And it was tough. I mean, we have had some laughs with a few patients since, haven't got them, obviously, since we've seen them all and got them all sorted out properly. But yes, it was an interesting time.